back again. Hey, I got my brother right here. We had a little technical difficult. First starting off, hey, you watching Sports Talk with B Watts Entertainment. I'm your host, Bernard Watts. That's my brother, George Stokes. I'm here representing Colorado. He's there representing his team. That is the Georgia Bulldogs. College football, sports talk at its best. Coach Prime and the Colorado Buffaloes going against Kirby Smart and his Georgia
All
Bulldogs.
right.
What kind of outcome would that be? Ha, I can't wait to see. But first, we got to win our conference. And same thing about Georgia. So tell me what's going on over there in Georgia. What's going on with the University of Georgia,
Well, the
bro?
first thing we got to talk about is our coach, Coach Kirby Smart, just got that bag. He just got that bag. He now is the highest paying college football coach in the country. Amen. I never thought
Okay.
I see anybody get paid more than what Nick Saban would ever get paid. I never thought anybody would surpass the GOAT and getting that bag. But Georgia has made it official that they're not trying to allow Kirby to be entertained by nobody from the NFL or nowhere else. This 10-year, $130 million contract, $13 million a year, is the highest paid college
Okay.
football coach ever.
Man, that's a lot. That's a lot of
Yeah,
money there.
yeah, and to be in-state person like Kirby Smart from South Georgia, to be from Georgia and to be at your alma mater and to be taken care of like that. Be watched. There's some NFL coaches don't get taken care of that good.
Hey, that's a lot of money for a football
Yeah,
coach, man.
yeah,
But
but
the University of Georgia, they got that loan
oh
money.
yeah, oh yeah. Georgia got alumni everywhere, man, and that's one that's one of the
Oh yeah.
first things. Georgia had another good fourth the NFL draft. Uh, the cabinet did get emptied out a little bit more, and so not as much in times past,
Okay.
but our secondary got hit
Right.
hard. Our secondary did get hit hard. We had a
Georgia secondary
yeah,
got hit hard.
yeah, secondary with three starters out of the secondary
Okay.
got drafted. And yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And
Y'all have another folks to transfer for it too. They just ain't talking
uh
about it.
repeat that again.
I said University of Georgia had a lot of players to hit the transfer portal, but they're just not talking
Right.
about it.
Let me give you something on what I heard what Kirby Smart said. He was recruiting during
Okay.
the time that a lot of players were hitting the portal. And
Right.
one of the players asked him about playing time. And this is one of the most prophetic things I've ever heard a coach say. And Kirby Smart said this. He said at the University of Georgia, as a player in the number two spot, you have a better chance going to the NFL from Georgia in the number two
Oh yeah.
spot than you would get into the NFL from somebody else's number one spot.
Yeah, I heard him when he said that. I heard Kirby when he said that. Also, they had them two brothers on them on online today. Said Kirby Smart always saying same thing with Coach Brian saying, but Coach Brian get crucified for it. Say, hey, if you want to
Right,
leave, leave. Because as soon as you leave, we're gonna replace you with
right.
something better. That's what Kirby Smart always told him that. So I said, but when Coach Brian tell his
And,
players to leave, oh, it's a big
oh
old
yeah,
thing. Oh man, why are you doing that? But Kirby Smart, the players, they interviewed him. They said the players said, man, that's his main thing. Saying, Kirby Smart tell you like that, man. He tell you that 10 times a day. If you want to leave, leave. Cause I ain't gonna do that with replace you with some more better players than you.
yes,
They
yes,
said that. I seen it on
yes,
Twitter. I saw it
yes.
on Twitter, man. But check this out though. There's a big debate going on. Colorado quarterback against University of Georgia quarterback. Who is the best quarterback? Me personally, hey, Carson Beck, he's a check down guy. If you go over YouTube, they did a special on they looked
Yeah,
at his game. They broke him down one by one. Buff and Prime. Go to Buff and Prime whenever you have time. When you're driving your truck, sending your pass study. And you want trying to clear your mind, look at Buff and Prime. They did a broke down of Shadur Sanders and what's our
Carson Beck.
quarterback name? Carson Beck. Yeah, Carson Beck. Carson Beck did more check down than any college quarterback in the
Yeah,
college football. He's
yeah,
a check down guy. He's a check down guy. That's what he was doing. He was checking it down, checking it down, checking it down. And the reason why they can move the ball, they got some elite running back and they got a number one offensive
yeah.
line too.
Let
So,
me
but you really don't have no really good. They ain't got no good wide receivers in George Pickens left, really. But they got some
right,
athletes.
right.
But the main thing is that like I was saying, Shadur is way better than him. Way better than him. Me personally.
Two different styles of quarterbacks. And Todd Monken leading Georgia.
Two different styles. How did two
Let me
different
show
styles?
you.
Uh, hey, Shadur is the best pocket passing quarterback in the
I'm not
league.
disputing it that
He don't
I'm just
scrap.
trying to let me respond to the
Hey, y'all hit that like button for me. Hit that like button for me. I got my brother on. Got my brother on. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Go ahead. Go ahead, Stoke.
Carson Beck, when Todd Monken went to Baltimore and Mike Bobo came in as the offensive coordinator, that was a change in rhythm and a change in play calling. Prior to that, there was not a whole lot of check downs in the offensive system from the quarterback room at the University of Georgia. With Mike Bobo coming in, now trying to learn his system, merging in with the system that Todd Monken left behind, and that caused Carson Beck trying to get affiliated with the system that Mike Bobo was running, and that caused a lot of the checkdowns in the offense. In there, now as far as pocket presence and passing, I like both quarterbacks. I also like the fact that Shadur um, knows how to stay in the pocket, but he may not have his dad's speed, but he has enough maneuverability about himself, like a Russell Wilson, to get out of the pocket and reset and find his receiver. Shadur is also good throwing off. I know they teach not to do this, but Shadur is good throwing off of his back foot without the ball gaining air and losing its velocity. That shows good arm strength. So those are some of the things that
So,
I like about Shadur. But if you're looking for a Peyton Manning S, Tom Brady S type quarterback for that particular system that your franchise is running, um, Carson Beck is your guy.
you gonna
Carson
put
Beck
him?
is your,
Oh, you put Carson back in the category
I
of Peyton
said
Manning?
system. I
Peyton
said
Manning?
system. If your system is catered to a quarterback like they were, Carson Beck, he may not move as much, but he does have some athletic ability about him. And so, but I
Okay.
put Carson Beck more into a system set up like that. Shadur can he can shine in any system, whether it's pure pocket drop back or whether it's an RPO uh merged with one with both of the other. Uh Carson Beck is not going to be your RPO guy. Shadur can do both of them. So Shadur can be more utilized in today's modern NFL with college schemes and also pro schemes. I think Carson Beck is really just set up to be your traditional pro style quarterback, but you can do more with Shadur in a playbook. I'll put it that way.
Okay. Okay. So what y'all running back looking like? Running back room looking like?
Well, the running back room, we have two Robinson guys. We have Roderick Robinson and Branson Robinson. As we know, last year, I forget which one of the Robinson running backs it was, tore his knee up completely, and he is coming back from that. On a scale of 1 to 10, Coach Smart said he was about a 7 right now, and we could see him uh, by the time September the 28th comes around. That's when Georgia takes that trip to Tuscaloosa, Alabama. And so,
But
but he was the projected
right.
starting running back before Edwards was the running back. Now, with the injury to Robinson, I believe that's why we went and got ETM out of the portal to make sure that we still have
Oh, y'all
two
got a dog
horses
there,
in the
there.
backfield. So we still got,
Oh, you're a
huh?
dog. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah,
You're a
yeah. So we
dog.
got one bruising back, a big body, straight up bruiser, just gonna run you straight over. He's not gonna be shifting east to west a lot. But then you have the versatile back, like ETM. I see ETM as a more of a heavyweight James Cook type of running back. Uh, and he not only can he block,
Okay,
but
okay.
he has good hands catching the ball. As we know, Georgia likes to use a lot of their running backs, and they'll flank them out and slot wide receivers. ETM brings you that versatility, and so also we
Oh,
have
okay.
another running back coming in that have not made it there yet. It's one of the top running backs out of the state of California that's coming in as a running back, and they're just talking about good things about him. But because the running back room is so deep right now, they're not going to rush him into the field right now. So I feel good that we're Georgia is still running back you, and we're solid in that position.
Okay. All right. That's good take. Good take. I can go with you
Yeah.
on that. Yeah, they look good on running back on. Or the coaching style. And the coaching style, we got Warren Sapp, yeah, a gold jacket. That speak for itself on the defense line. We got Damian Lewis. He played for Charlotte. Uh, he played for Carolina Panthers. He's on the coaching staff now. We got Theo Loho, played for the Minnesota Vikings. He's on the coaching staff. We got Pat Sherman, the head coach, former head coach of the New York Giants, offense coordinator of Denver Broncos. And now we brought in the Cincinnati Bengals defensive back coach for the defensive coordinator, and that's Robert Leviston. Now, boys, y'all coaching staff. We know we got Kirby Smart. Who are some of the coaches y'all got on the staff?
Uh,
One or two of them that you
I
might
haven't
know?
gotten too much in a lot of its new coaches. A lot of them, B Watts, they are
Okay.
young, and a lot of them are returning coaches that have already been in the SEC. Uh, One of the coaches, Kirby Smart, brought in an African American coach from Alabama, from the University of Alabama, and that coach resigned and wanted to just go into a consulting mode, so to speak. He's still on staff, but he is not on the premier coaching staff. So
I,
that,
I know it kind of hurt him when he lost Fran Brown.
yeah,
He went to Syracuse for the head
right,
coach.
right, and that
Yeah, I'm happy
shifted a
for him
lot of
though.
the
Still, they kind
dynamics
of
in
hurt.
that.
Still, I'm happy.
I want to say one thing to
Yeah.
kill a misnomer about Coach Kirby Smart and the University of Georgia coaching staff. Never have I seen in yours in your life in my lifetime. Let's just be honest. We've never seen these many African American coaches on the sideline at the University of Georgia. Georgia has never had these many in premier coaching places. That's one thing that I can say Coach Kirby Smart has done as a coach at the University of Georgia, has given opportunities to a lot of people from a lot of walks of life. And if you did not make it, it wasn't because you didn't get the chance to perform in those positions. I can see that.
Okay.
One thing I like about Coach Prime, you talked about the NFL. One thing that Coach Prime can bring to the table that Coach Kirby Smart cannot. Coach Prime played in the NFL. He not only played at the
Mm,
NFL, but he played at the highest level in the NFL. He knows what it takes to
right.
win. He knows what it takes to come to a bad team and be the star and try to raise everybody else up to your standards and expectation. Coach Prime knows that it's coming through his coaching right now. Even in that, that's why that
Mm-hmm.
last year is not shaking Coach Prime. He knows what it takes to build a winning system because coming out of Florida State and coming in to the NFL, hey, it's our home team, the Atlanta Falcons. Hey, Prime was a star, but how many
Right.
championships could Prime get us to? He understands, or being in a city and being on a team, of the weight being on one or two stars. And so and then with him going to Dallas and out with the 49ers and winning Super Bowls, Coach Prime brings that to the table as far as the NFL. I see him having that overall advantage as far as getting players prepared mentally and also psychologically ready for the next level. Coach Kirby Smart does a good job getting our players into the NFL, but Coach Prime also brings that extra gnomon to the table that not only can I get you there, but I can prepare you for the door that you're about to walk in because I've done it.
Right, right. Yeah, you're right about that. You're right about that. Now, when you look at the Big 12 and you're looking at Colorado and all the players that brought in, how you think they match up with the teams in the Big 12? Like on the schedule right now, we got Colorado State, that's a rival game. You got Baylor, you got UCF, Kansas State, Arizona, Cincinnati, Texas Tech, Utah, Kansas State, Oklahoma State, and Nebraska's in there too. I think they're gonna be a little test for them, but I think they're gonna sustain that. But just looking at the teams like that and what Coach Prime is doing, Texas none left, Oklahoma none left. Man, this thing wide open. Coach Prime take advantage of it.
I'm going to say this, B. Watts. The roster looks good. If Coach Prime, with the all-star coaching staff that he has, transition this roster for continuity for everybody to come together in a short time, if they can transform this roster that everybody operating on the same sheet of music, Colorado is going to be something people are going to have to answer for in the Big 12. It's going to be no more hype and shine and show and all of the flash and the flare. I think that that's behind them now. I think the taste of winning have surpassed all of that. And if they take the hunger for that and exchange it for the flash and the shine, uh, Colorado is going to be a real dangerous team for them to answer to because the trenches have been built. As you know, I'm SEC. We start building our foundation in the trenches. That's that O line and that D line. And since I've been watching the show,
Right.
majority of your substance have been talking about the trenches, establishing that line because uh uh Shadur playing most of those teams, let's just face it, he was running, he was getting sacked, he didn't have the turn, he didn't
Oh
have the
yeah.
protection. And so
Yeah.
the skill set that we know that is there, we could not fully get a chance to experience or see the full athletic and quarterback ability of Shadur Sanders. I'm gonna switch gears on you right now. And I may get some hate mail with this. I love my boy Carson Beck. But if we had Shadur Sanders last year, Georgia three-peats.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. They 3 feet. No doubt about it. They beat Alabama, hands down. Blow them
That's
out.
that's that's
They beat them
that's
back.
that's how high regards that I hold this young man. And it's not taking nothing away from my quarterback. It's just Shadur just has another gear of hunger and drive. You can see the passion. And if the team of Colorado
Yeah.
catches the passion of Shadur, and if they catch a ride with it, and everybody channel to what the captain is trying to do, Colorado is going to be a team to reckon with. I'm going to say this. I know that Kansas State has been mentioned a lot as one of the teams that could propose uh, a big threat to um, Colorado. But I think right now by roster, Colorado matches up evenly with them. By roster, by
Yeah.
roster. The only advantage that Kansas State has is that those players have been continually been in the system for a while now. So it's all they have to do is repeat and still continue to build upon what they already know.
But they quarterback Will Howard, he transferred and went to Ohio State on.
Yeah, he did. He did. But
Yeah,
teams
I
like
know.
Kansas State, uh, and like any other good team, they have great backups names yet that we don't even know about. You know,
Oh, that's true. That could have
yeah,
been.
yeah. I
Yeah.
just see right now the importance of Colorado, B. Watts, is getting off to a solid start, establishing confidence, establishing confidence, not cockiness, but confidence, establishing confidence in everybody in their prospective position. Once you start um, following through all of the plays and the guidelines, and once the teaching of the coaching that you're getting is now beginning to play out before you, you're going to see a team that's really going to be called on fire. I know a lot of people, or some people may say that you're far fetched and you're way out there. Colorado winning the Big 12. It's really not that far of a reach for Colorado to do this. It's not.
Right.
Like you said, look at the landscape of Colorado right now. It is almost
Yeah.
parity everywhere. And they have brung in and they replace some heavy hitters with some softer teams to replace Texas and
Mhm.
Oklahoma. And so that even should increase the more chances of Colorado being definitely way more successful this year than they were in the trial and error of last year. So our Coach Prime keeping the receipts, and I think he's gonna be cashing in a lot of them this year.
Oh yeah, we got it. Oh yeah, he keep it on the
Yeah.
seat, boy. You man, they think you were talking last year, 4-8. Shoot. I know you man. He go boy, he gonna let him have it this year, man. College football coaches really scared of Coach Brown. They really is. They hide their hands. They hide. They throwing rocks and hide their hands. They really don't want him to win. The reason why they disrespect him so much, he didn't come up the way they
Right,
came.
right,
They had to come up and system coaches toting the balls, getting the water, film room, and all that stuff like that. Coach Brian, they think Coach Brian coming off his name, in which they don't understand. This dude been coaching all his
yeah,
life. He been coaching Shadua ever since Shadua and Shiloh was little, all the way
right,
up.
right.
And they don't want to give him the credit for it. He even went to the
Oh yeah,
HBCU
yeah.
and coach for 3 years at Jackson State.
Flipped it.
His first year he went down there, the COVID year, just like this
Yeah,
year passed. He didn't have no
right,
good year. The next 2 years, he went on and played for the
yeah,
championship game. He
yeah,
reloaded. He reloaded. He know
yeah,
what to do. And the same thing now. By him being in the Big 12, he ain't in the Big 10. He ain't in the SEC. He ain't in the ACC. He in the
right,
Big 12. This when I look at this they schedule these colleges on here, these colleges here are known for basketball, not
right,
football. Kansas. Come on. Man, come on. But still, like I say, I think Colorado is heading in the right direction. Coach Prime has did a good job by revamping the team, especially in the trenches. Yeah. He always said, hey, you better get
right,
now. Or this the worst we ever gonna be. I see what y'all see. I need a line. And he went out and dressed the line. Not only is he looking at starters, man, he got depth. Man, you look at Stoke. Let me tell you something. The players these people got. This dude got Khalil Benson out of Indiana, 6'6", 330
mm-hmm,
pounds. Tyler Brown, he bring it up from Jackson State. They wouldn't let him play last year because of NCAA rules. And now he back now. He's 6'3" or 6'4" at
right,
330 pounds. Then uh you got Tyler Johnson, another one, 6'5". All these guys averaging 6'3", 6'4", 6'5", 330 pounds. And they got the depth behind them just in
that's
case
key.
No injury
That's
happen.
the key.
You got some might get tired because when you're 330 pounds, man, it's hard to tote that weight around the whole game. And at the end of last year, they got hurt. Even Shador got hurt. They limped in it. They could, if they had played a bowl game, they were gonna lose
Mm,
because they were injured. He was beat up. His back. He had a bone broken in his back. They weren't
right,
gonna win it. Then Travis Hunter, the All American himself, he got injured. Dude hit him on a cheap shot. He lost. He was lost for 3 games. Stuff like that. So when you got good depth and one is, let's say, injury does happen, knock on wood. I hope it don't. But if the injury does happen with the depth and the quality of players that they got, you won't miss
right,
a beat.
right,
These guys that he done brought in, they got playing experience from previous college. They played last year. They ain't ride the bench. They wasn't hit sitting on the third team. These guys
right,
started last year on teams. And so that he bringing in for their depth part. And that's what I like about what he
right,
doing.
right. As I shared with you before, Coach Prime is establishing a SEC template. What I mean by that uh, is that you may be the starter or RB1, but just know RB2 is going to get just as many touches in the game. And so it's no longer this is my spot and I'm here for all 3 or 4 downs. No, you got to have depth now to rotate players in and out in order to sustain because of where the game is right now, how fast the game is moving. And that is what I see how Coach Prime is doing. And I think he's going to be successful in it. I'm excited for him. I'm excited. Um, Coach Prime being a Floridian, and he's now recruiting a lot of Georgia native boys over into the Colorado program. So it's real exciting about how he's crossing state lines and bringing people in. And we also know that he was definitely going to hit his home state of Florida real hard, and he has done so. And so I'm excited about the season for the University of Colorado. I'm also excited about the season for my Georgia Bulldogs. We start off with the University of Clemson. Never can take them for granted. It is a traditional game that we've had at times past. The days of Vince Dooley and back in the days when Herschel Walker and all of those boys back in the days when Georgia and Clemson used to go at it on a routine basis. So anytime you have bordering state line mega schools going at it, and it's going to be a good game. And I think that that game will be the measuring stick for the University of Georgia, Clemson. They may not have been their traditional selves last year, but Clemson did finish strong, and they still are who they are. They're still the team that beat Alabama for a championship. They are still that team that won a couple of national championships. So the DNA of championship is still with Clemson, although their records right now are not currently stating that. Um, so that's what I believe right now, just getting out the gate for Colorado. I know they're playing North Dakota State. I know the legacy and the history of North Dakota State Division II team, winning multiple national championships back to back and putting multiple players in the NFL. But their cabinet is bare. North Dakota State is fully reloading and they are rebuilding, not just by players, but by coaching staff as well. So I don't know if legacy and tradition is going to be enough against them with Colorado. What do you think, BW?
I know a lot of people say it's gonna be a close game, but for me personally, I think it's gonna be a blowout. Uh, if you got these type of players that you bringing in and you playing on Missouri Valley football team conference, you should blow them out. You should beat them. They don't have no Trey Lance as no quarterback. They don't have Carson Wentz no more. them 2 to 5, 6, 7 years ago. We got the #1 quarterback in the nation. He up for a Heisman. We got 300-pound offensive lineman, and we got Travis Hunter, another player that's up for a Heisman candidate. Come on, bro. If they struggle against this team, I'm gonna be honest. Colorado in for a long year. That's just me.
I understand this, but let me offer
If
you.
University of Georgia played North, if University of Georgia played North Dakota State, what would you
If
say?
they did what?
If Kirby Smart and the University of Georgia were playing North Dakota State their first game, what would you
I'm
say?
going to say this. There is a team like that Georgia struggled to beat uh, the year that they beat Alabama for the national championship. Georgia got off to a good start, and a team like North Dakota State came into Athens, and Georgia struggled to beat them. And like you said, anybody can get caught on any day, but it
They can't get caught, but still, this the first game.
you got to
This
set
the
the tone.
first game that everybody in the tape room from the coaches, you doing your scout report. Everybody that's looking at this first game, they should know everything about you first game. They got this from now until August 29th. Man, they can't come up with a plan to blow these boys out. Man, Colorado in for a long year. They can't. To me,
But basically,
I just don't see. I don't care what kind of history they got. I don't care what. This just my opinion. I don't care what kind of history North Dakota got. I know they don't play in championship game. I know they don't been there on top, brother. They don't blow these boys out by 20 points. Colorado gonna be in for a long year. That's just my
right,
opinion,
right,
and I ain't gonna
right.
change.
I think that that can be achieved without a great struggle. Um, I believe that Coach Prime is going to have them even killed just because it's North Dakota State and their Division Two. I still believe that Coach Prime is going to have them ready as if they're wearing Bulldog red or if they're wearing crimson in Alabama colors. You still got to line up against them no matter who they are, what division they come from. They are still, they come in to win just like you do. And I'm just going to go on the record and say I do believe that Colorado will win at least by 3 touchdowns. I believe.
Yeah. Black Top Media say they have to set a high level of intensity in the first game. I agree with you, sir. They really do. Negro say, well, North Dakota State got time to just practice with Colorado the first game, too. I agree with you, too, on that. I mean, I ain't knocking nobody that go against me. No, y'all got your opinion. I got mine. I respect
Right.
everybody's opinion. That's just my opinion. But Stokes, I'm going to get
Okay.
out of here, man. I got to get in here and watch Kyrie. You got any final words you want to let the people know where they can find you or your church or y'all
Um,
online or whatever they can
if
do?
you're in the McDonough, Georgia area or in this area, our church is the Next Level Church Outreach Ministries in the city of McDonough, Georgia. I'm a native of Jackson, Georgia, where my brother is. Uh, we at 1350 Zach Hendon Parkway, Suite F. Please come and see us and experience God unlike you never experienced Him before. But in going back to football, I am a Coach Prime fan, but I am a Georgia boy at heart. Go Dogs. Appreciate you, BW, for this opportunity.
All right, man. You have a blessed day.
All
God
right.
bless.
All right,
All right,
bro.
bro.